Meet the Cadoha crew and welcome to our little adventure. We've decided to ditch the 9-to-5 life and sail around the world. This is our new home, a Trident Warrior 38. Built in England in 1984, this blue water liveaboard sailboat has already circumnavigated the world once. So I hope you enjoy our adventure documentary of a new sailing family, exploring the world whilst living on a boat, learning, growing, and everything else the ocean and Mother Nature can throw our way. Some nasty looking weather on the Irish Sea, we decided to take a detour through the Crinan Canal. So probably about a day through the Crinan Canal, and then if all goes to plan, we'll skip over to Dublin. The exception of perhaps the Caledonian Canal, many would make a compelling argument that the Crinan Canal is the most picturesque shortcut through all of Scotland. The project was led by a man called John Rennie, and it was fraught with issues right from the get-go. There wasn't enough money, there was a shortage of labour, and the hard rocks that needed to be dug through caused all sorts of problems. When the canal was finally opened in 1801, it wasn't even finished, and what was there was so poorly built they had to keep the water levels low to protect the weak banks. But even so, a series of breaches drove the owners even deeper into debt. Eventually, the government intervened, employing the already renowned Thomas Telford, who you may remember spearheaded the Caledonian Canal, who resurveyed the entire canal and drew up an urgent list of repairs and improvements that needed to be undertaken. The company carried out all of the work that needed to be done, and the canal became fully operational again in 1817. Although the Crinan Canal doesn't quite have the same majesty as the Caledonian Canal, it certainly does have a unique charm and a story all of its own. And as detours go, this one certainly isn't too shabby. Although it has to be said, on the Crinan Canal there certainly is much more in the way of elbow grease involved on your journey through. And then before we knew it, we were at the basin at the end of the canal where we'd be staying for the night before going through the sea lock in the morning and setting sail once again. Not a huge amount of filming done today. It's been a very long, cold, wet day. Manually operated locks which are ancient and actually take it out of you by the end of the day. So when we feel it's good to go, we're going to head out and hopefully press on with an overnight sail and head to Dublin.
To get there at about high water to Dover plus 6 hours, and then basically we start getting, then the tide's changing, we start getting the tide with us all the way down through here.
So we're just about to leave very, very, very wet Crinan Canal, and head to Port Tarbert.
The following day, the weather it still wasn't looking amazing in the Irish Sea, so rather than chance a rough crossing, we decided to take refuge one more time in a lovely port located at the end of Loch Fyne. And although it was still a very overcast, wet, and reasonably cold day, it has to be said that the sail through Loch Fyne was probably our best to date. We simply set the sails and flew through the loch. And in no time at all, we had made it through the loch and arrived at our next port of call, the absolutely stunning Port Tarbert. Be sure to join us next time as we finally get out into the Irish Sea and set sail across to Ireland, which involves our second round of night sailing so far on this trip. We also have an incredibly close encounter in Dunleary Marina with sailing royalty and all-round legend Paddy Barry, who very kindly invites us onto his beautiful 100-year-old ship that's recently been restored. And then ultimately, we decide to head into Dublin city centre to check out the delights of Ireland.